Welcome to Structure Fishing. As Buck Perry says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Structure Fishing is a show that is packed with fishing knowledge. Regardless of your skill level or where you fish or what you fish for, you will learn something on each show that will help you catch more fish. We'll take you on the water and into the classroom. Let's see what we have for you on today's show.
Coming up later on HLS News, Stop the Beetle. Stay tuned for that full story and more later on in the show.
Today in the classroom, we'll be talking about tools. The tools we use in our fishing, such as our boats, motors, and depth finders. We'll look at how the proper tools can give us more control while we're on the water. But coming up next, we're going back to Lake Mendota in Madison, Wisconsin. On this trip, Casey brought his friend Ben out to show him what structure fishing is all about.
I think this is a pike. Well, this is my friend Ben, and this is his first time on structure fishing. So we're gonna show him how structure fishing does it.
Yes, and I just caught a pike a little bit ago. Well, Casey's caught it.
And I think I could just get it in like that. Ben, I got it.
Can I hold him?
That's a nice smallmouth.
Can I hold him, Casey?
Yeah, sure. Hold them by the lip.
Yep.
But watch out, because their teeth are like sandpaper, so it might hurt your thumb a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hold him by the tongs. You sure?
Yep. There, want to let them go?
Throw him in.
No, just let them go. Just put them in the water. Yep, just like that.
There he goes.
This is a big fish. Hopefully it's a pike.
Yes.
Ben missed a big one. That might have been a trophy. We had trouble getting it into the net, so we lost it.
Where is that big boy?
You want to get that net ready, Ben? Here.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's so small.
Actually,
You caught him.
okay, get the net in the boat. That's a nice one. Get the net in the boat. Drop it. Yeah, it's a nice smallie. You get a lot of smallie on this structure. So yeah, so we're fishing 22 feet on this break line, and you catch a bunch of fish. You catch walleye, pike, and all that. Oh, that's a nice smallmouth. He fight like he fight it like a pike. I'm surprised he even got the jig.
Yeah.
Wonder if I could get this hook out. I think we're in a school of white bass, but I think this is I think we're in a school of pike, white bass, and all that. But today the technique I think is actually going faster. Yeah, I think the technique for today is going faster. This might be oh geez.
Fish want speed control today.
Yeah, so you get everything here, but the most common thing is probably going to be with these white bass. No kidding. Nice white bass. We're going to let him go. Okay, let's go back. There he goes.
Yes, he caught it! That's it, Casey, bring it toward! Got him still?
Casey, what you get on there, dude?
What's up, northern pike? We had him still, but
Here, me help you, Ben.
I got him! Well, we had a big clump of weeds, then my dad got him off, and bam! My dad thought it was a small fish, but then when I was starting reeling in, it was a big pike, and I'm feeling good about this pike.
Ben, what do you think about that fish right there?
Nice.
This is your first time structure fishing. You lost one that I think was bigger than that, huh?
Yep,
What do you think about that one?
that thing's nice.
This is our 37-incher. Well, we're gonna let him go.
This is a big boy.
Okay.
Whoa. Here, Casey.
Unlock the power of HDS with your fingertips. The power to find a needle in a haystack. You will outsmart the fish. Get there first with confidence and always stay one step ahead of Mother Nature. Find, navigate, dominate with the new HDS Gen 2 Touch from Lowrance.
He started the modern-day era of freshwater fishing. He is known as the father of structure fishing. His discoveries and teachings have brought pleasure and success to millions of fishermen who never even heard his name. He was inducted into the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame and the Bass Hall of Fame. He is Buck Perry, founder of the National Spoon Pluggers of America. The National Spoon Pluggers of America continues on today. It is an educational organization comprised of some of the best structured fishermen and clubs across America. The National Spoon Pluggers of America's non-competitive, supportive atmosphere is focused on sharing and helping each other, and where fishing is still a family sport. For a $30 yearly membership to the National Spoon Pluggers of America, you will receive a bi-monthly newsletter that contains articles by certified instructors who are experienced and intimately familiar with the techniques to help you catch more fish. Receive access to back issues. Receive Spoon Pluggers of America boat decal and patch. Receive an autographed portrait of Buck Perry. A copy of Buck Perry's Basic Fishing Guidelines. You will be invited and welcomed to attend networking events and outings held all over the country. At these outings, you will have opportunities to learn from the best there is, to ask questions and get real answers. You will receive a directory and have access to members and clubs across the country. As Buck says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Start your knowledge now and become a member. Log on to www.nsoa.info to join.
Welcome to the classroom. Today we're going to talk about tools. We have to look at tools at things that can aid us in controlling our depth and speed. The first of these tools will be boats. When it comes to boats, we have a large selection to choose from. There are hundreds of manufacturers and thousands of models, but we're going to put them all in three categories: good, better, and best. First, any boat is good. It will get you out in the water, and that's what's important. You can't catch them if you can't get out there to them. The second category is better. Any boat with a tiller handle is much better than a boat with a remote steering or console steering. A boat with a tiller handle is much more maneuverable and responsive. You can do a much better job with the tiller for all types of lure presentation, all phases of casting, and especially trolling. You can control your depth and speed much better with a tiller. A boat with a console steering isn't as responsive as a boat with a tiller. Your control will be limited with a console steering boat. You will have less control over depth and speed in many cases. Your best control with a console steering boat may limit you to drift fishing over a structure. You can offset some of the lack of control if you add a smaller kicker motor or add a trolling motor such as Minn Kota's iPilot series that has ability to track. But overall, a tiller is a much better choice in a boat than a console steering. And last is best. Everyone has always heard the saying, bigger is better. Well, not necessarily when talking about fishing boats. The best boat is the smallest boat that will fit your needs. The larger the boat, you'll start losing control of depth and speed. But if you have to consider the lakes you fish, if you spend a lot of time fishing very large lakes, such as the Great Lakes, you have to put safety first. You'll need a boat that is large enough to make you feel safe when you're on the water fishing. But don't overdo it and get a yacht. The bigger the boat, you'll have less control of depth and speed, and your presentation of lures won't be as precise with a larger boat. If you primarily fish smaller bodies of water, a 14 to 16 foot boat will work just great. Just remember, anything larger may result in some situations where you may lose some control. The smaller the boat, the more control you have. The larger or bigger the boat, the less control you have. The same holds true when discussing outboard motors. Bigger is not always better, but you need to keep safety in mind as well. Motors have come a long way recently. Years ago, the larger motors were not that common or available for tiller operation. That's not the case now. There are many larger motors that are available in tiller models. But again, you will have better control of depth and speed with the smaller motor. Depth finders. Depth finders, or depth meters as they were originally called, were introduced to fishermen in the 1960s. Shortly afterwards, these new devices opened the eyes to many anglers, as this was the first tool that helped fishermen find and discover structure. But prior to that, some of the finest structure fishermen used lures as tools to map the bottom and find structure. One of the first widely used depth meters was Lowrance's green box. If used properly, this was a great tool to find structure and then locate fish. Fast forward 50 years later, these depth meters and fish finders have come a long, long way. Now we have a unit that can do more than just tell us how deep the water is. In many cases, we have a highly detailed map displayed, can give us our exact location, and even give us the current weather information. Now with the latest technology, these units also have the ability to literally take an X-ray of the lake bottom. If used properly, these units can be a great aid in structure fishing. The only word of caution, don't rely on these units to show you catchable fish. Yes, there will be times you can identify fish, but many times the catchable fish will never be seen on these units. If you use these units just to search for fish, you'll have a very long road ahead of you. If you use these units to locate structure, breaks, and break lines, you're on the road to fishing success. And the last tool we're going to talk about today is markers. One thing that will never change will be how valuable markers can be. There will never be a depth meter or fish finder built that will replace the use or need for a marker. When fishing a structure, markers should be thrown out. They will serve as a great visual aid and will help you keep your bearings and your location. You'll learn the structures much faster when you use a marker. Markers will help you map the structure and learn it. Every time a fish is caught, especially a large fish, you should automatically throw out a marker. Quite often there will be a school of fish present and the marker will help you pinpoint their location. A GPS waypoint may get you close to the area, but a marker will help you get exactly on the spot. A $5 marker is just as valuable in the boat as a $1,000 depth finder. For more information on this classroom subject, as well as any others, check out structurefishing.com/education. All right, Ben got a big one on here now. How you doing, Ben? This is Ben's first time structure fishing. Catching a big... Ben, what was your biggest fish before this trip?
A bass, largemouth bass.
Yeah, well, we're catching big northern pike here.
And now I think he broke that record. I might.
Ben, I think you already have. The first one was a really good one.
We got Casey there ready with the net.
All right, Casey.
You want to stand up, Ben? You want to hear? Get your rod more over to the side here.
I'm good. I like to sit. When I sit by guitar,
Move the boat
I'm a
here
sitter
little
boy.
bit.
This.
Oh, you're doing a good job, man. You're not used to battling these big fish, Ben.
I'm using my trick, using my 2 fingers to push it down, like that.
You're getting a good workout here.
Hey! Holy moly!
Here's Ben's fish. Wow, yeah, Ben, you got a real nice one there. Keep your rod more over to the side there.
Take it over. Come on, boy. Come on.
Sit
Got
up.
it.
Whoop.
He's under the boat.
In and out of the net. Try it again, Casey. Lift the net up. All right, stop it. Good. It was in and out of the net. We got it back in. All right. Ben, what do you think? Bring it. All right. All right.
That was awesome.
All right. We got another fish on. Casey's got one. What do you think, Casey?
Well, I think we have a morning bite, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, does
We've
that
been
feel like
getting
a
a
nice
lot of
fish?
bites.
Well, yeah.
It started to
I
bite.
think. Yep, that's a nice pike.
A pike?
Yeah, it looks like an. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a big pike.
All right.
That's the pike that you caught
Ben, you ready
last
with the
time.
net? Ben's
Oh,
first.
net's Weed's
I
coming
gotta
in.
get the net in there, Ben. Put them in there now.
All right, that's big. That's as big as mine. That's mine. This is my pike. I think.
All right, now that's a nice pike. Ben lost a pike earlier. That was, I think, bigger than that. Whoa. All right, we'll just get him out in that measure on here. All right, Casey, nice northern pike there, Casey. You got him on a 22-foot break line out here. Good job.
This is our 34-incher, but we're gonna let him go.
All right, let's let that fish go.
XI5 from Motor Guide, a wireless trolling motor engineered for anglers by anglers, delivering key performance attributes with power, toughness, stealthy, quiet operation. And for you control freaks, our optional pinpoint GPS navigation system lets you position your boat precisely where the fish are, instantaneously, accurately, built to earn you bragging rights. Meet the all-new XI5, only from Motor Guide.
Before heading to your boat and every time you leave the dock, have all the detailed bottom structure you need to target fish. Offshore humps, ledges, creek channels, roadbeds, shown with the most accurate contour lines from Navionics. And it just keeps getting better with sonar charts. Submit your sonar logs for better local charts. The freshest data every day for your chart plotter and mobile device. View our charts online at navionics.com.
Would you like to catch more and bigger fish consistently? Are you tired of all the gimmicks out there? Buck Perry once stated that knowledge is the key to fishing success, not a fancy lure or the latest equipment. For a fraction of the price of a fishing guide, purchase Buck Perry's Guidelines for Fishing Success. This 8-volume home study course will guide you step by step and go over all the mechanics to become a successful fisherman. After completing this home study course, you'll have long-term success that will allow you to feel comfortable on any lake you fish and for any species. For more information and to purchase this home study course, visit structurefishing.com/education.
Meet America's favorite streaming players. The biggest streaming channel lineup. Over 200,000 movies and TV episodes. Roku. Now this is TV.
I think this is a pike. We're getting a pike or white bass or smallmouth every 5 minutes. So I think we're gonna have a pretty good day on here. I think this is a pike. The way I thought it was a.
What if it's a muskie? I got it. I'm good at the net, and you're good at.
All right, Ben, what do you think about structure fishing?
It's nice. It's fun. Over here. Going for throws.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you got a real nice one there, Casey. Wow, look at that rod go, man. You got a nice one.
Good thing we have the rhino and instructor ball.
Need help?
Well, I think he got caught on that rod.
That's right. I think it's a very big fish. Yep. Get the net ready there, Ben.
Casey, put him in.
Scoop him up.
Got it.
Good job with the net, Ben. All right.
Yep.
All right.
This is our 36-incher, but we're gonna let it go.
All right, nice fish, Casey.
Thanks.
Ben, what do you think about structure fishing?
One. My favorite type. This is the best fishing ever.
This is a big fish. Oh, jeez. Pull him right out of me. One Lake Mendota fishing with a spoon plug, just in a 3-way. We're catching them on a spoon plug. And this is my net buddy, Ben. Hi. Well, now he is, because I'm catching all of them. my lucky color is chartreuse, but he switched to another one, but I don't know if he's gonna get all of them now.
Yeah, Casey's the one who's getting all the fish now. He's got a big one now.
All right, get the net ready, Ben.
Get the net. Bring it closer, Casey.
There we go.
Good job, Ben.
All right, this is our 34-incher, and we're gonna let him go. Okay.
Got a little blood on the net, but
Welcome to HLS News, your hook, line, and sinker news. I'm Candace Pierce. A new invasive species spreading in the Midwest is the emerald ash borer beetle. This beetle was first discovered in southeastern Michigan in 2002. Since that time, they have spread throughout the Midwest and beyond. The beetle is a bright metallic green with a flattened back. This beetle is small as a ½ inch long and is hard to spot in the wild. They can only fly short distances, so they don't spread that far on their own. Most of the new infestations are caused by people unknowingly taking infested ash firewood into uninfected areas. It's the beetle larva that does all the damage to the ash trees. The larvae tunnel under the bark and disrupt the bee's systems for food and water, eventually killing it. Ash wood is used for making furniture, hockey sticks, and baseball bats. You can help prevent the spread of this beetle by never moving your firewood and burn your firewood where you buy it. If you think you found an emerald ash borer or signs of infestation, take pictures of the beetle or of the damage, contact your state plant health director. For more information about the beetle and whom to contact, visit www.stopthebeetle.info. And remember, burn it where you buy it. Ever have trouble backing up to hook up your trailer or having trouble maneuvering your trailer in tight spaces? A new product called the Trailer Valet is designed to make maneuvering your trailer much easier and safer. Trailer Valet is a multifunctional trailer tongue jack that will replace your regular trailer jack. It can be used on any trailer, boat, campers, RVs, and more. You can easily maneuver a trailer up to 5,000 pounds with a maximum tongue weight of 500 pounds. For more information, please visit trailervalet.com. To stop the spread of aquatic invasive species, Wisconsin has several laws in effect. Some of them are: all water must be drained from your boat, trailer, and fishing equipment when leaving the body of water. All aquatic plants and animals must be removed from your boat and trailer. No live bait may be released into any of the waters. It's illegal to use or possess dead fish as fishing bait and to transport any invasive species. You may not possess or use minnows for bait that are obtained outside of Wisconsin. There may be some slight exceptions to some of these laws, so check out the Wisconsin DNR website to view all the regulations. Some of these fines, they can carry a maximum penalty.
Hey, Josh, I don't say this often enough, but I think you are a great kid. And you mean the world to me. You know that, right?
When you take them fishing with America's favorite reel, it says a lot. The all-new Zebco 33 family of reels.
Do you find yourself lost on the water? Have you ever looked to see where the other fishermen are fishing? Are you looking to better understand fish movements and how fish use structure? It's a fact that learning to eliminate unproductive water quickly is a major key in fishing success. Do you want to feel comfortable on any lake you fish? Then hire a certified structure fishing instructor today. Jerry and John are certified structure fishing instructors through the Buck Perry Training Center. These CSIs will go out to your lake and teach you proper lure presentation, how to interpret a map, how to find and locate productive structure. They'll give you your own personalized instruction, both on and off the water. Past students include professional guides, tournament anglers, and regular weekend warriors seeking to better understand structure. Both John and Jerry fish the waters throughout the Midwest and beyond. Jerry's home base is Northern Illinois, and John resides in North Central Indiana. Instruction rates vary on distance traveled and days of instruction. Please contact John or Jerry to schedule your own personal instruction.
Introducing the next generation of sonar. Sonar Phone by Vexilar, the world's first smart device sonar. Download the free app. Try the demo feature and see why Sonar Phone will rival the performance of sonar systems costing hundreds more. The Sonar Phone does not require cell phone coverage. You create your own Wi-Fi hotspot and can share with your friends. Download the free app today. And for a limited time, with any purchase of a Sonar Phone, you get a free smartphone armband. That's the Sonar Phone by Vexilar.
This is a nice pike.
Every 5 to 10 minutes, we're getting a 36 to 34 inch pike. I thought this was a snag. It turned out to be a big pike.
There it is. Right up there, Case.
Yeah, and how deep are we getting these fish?
22 feet.
Yeah, and what about our speed?
Our speed is going like 5 miles per hour.
Yeah, these fish want a really fast speed because we're peak summer conditions now.
Whoa! That's awesome!
That was so cool. All right, Casey, bring it toward. That's the big one. This is the
Good
big one.
job. Keep it in the water. Good job, guys. Good job. It is a big one. All right, guys. What do you think?
Prize.
I feel awesome, and I think that's gonna be a trophy.
Yeah, this is a trophy, Casey.
I never ever.
Right, Ben, a great job on that net again, Ben.
Yep.
What do you got there, Casey?
This is our 38-incher. We thought this was a trophy, and he's a good net man, right?
Yeah.
I bet he's the best. Hey, this is my friend Ben. He never has been structure fishing. How do you feel being structure fishing?
Good boy.
Well, we caught lots of pike today, and I caught most of them, but he caught a trophy. Can you believe that? This is a trophy pike lake.
Casey and his friend Ben had a great day of fishing. Ben mentioned missing a big fish. As it turned out, Ben did hook the very first fish of the trip just minutes after we got on the water. They missed getting the fish in the net.
That's a pike?
Yeah, that's a
As you can see. That's a great thing about structure fishing. Once you understand structure and how fish use structure, you can take others out and share in the fun of catching fish. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. For more information on the structures that were fished today and where we caught the fish, visit Fishity for free and send a buddy request to Structure Fishing.